Girlfriend, okay. I saw you on an episode of The Doctors, and you were on a table, and they were checking you out.
Right. Well, I was just waiting for the occasion to arise when they would ask me to do it for real in front of millions of people and test out my booty. And The Doctors, which I love, I watch it on a daily basis, and they asked me to come on, and they would ultrasound me and all that good stuff, and I was like, hell yes, I would do that. I'm coming on today. So we did a little piece, and it was great because people still this day, they're like, well, maybe the doctors were, you know, just saying that. But I'm like, no, the doctors were really, really doing an ultrasound on me, and it happened to be the doctor that does booty implants, like procedures.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you didn't shy away from that challenge.
No.
That's why people love you, because you're honest and you're open and you say what you think.
Yes.
And you don't hide.
No.
So you've been married now to Ice-T how many years?
This December it will be 12 years.
Wow. So I have to ask you, after all this time, and you two seem to have a very loving relationship from all outward appearances. There's a lot of people in Hollywood who don't last very long. You guys seem to have stumbled upon or have discovered the secret to this longevity, which for, you know, as I said, in Hollywood, that's a long time, 12 years.
Really long.
Yeah.
I know.
What's your secret?
Well, I don't believe we have a secret. We just figured out what works for us. And what works for us is communication. We talk to each other all the time. Like, maybe we'll be on a subject for 4 hours straight. And my thing is, if you don't talk to each other, you're going to grow apart, and you're going to go one direction, he's going to go the next, and that's when you divorce. And we actually talk so much that we grow together. It's something that you have to do as a couple, and you have to root each other on. If he's doing a project and you're doing a project, you have to be each other's cheerleader. That's why you get married. You're big supporters for each other, and you want to be like 90 years old with each other, reminiscing about the good old days or whatever. But you can't do that unless you have respect and you admire each other.
Your star's on the rise. I mean, you're a star in and of your own right, but here you are. You're going to be in season 3. We're going to see how much you're going to be moving on up. Can you tell people a little bit about what they're going to see in this next season?
Yeah, for one, I do my first fashion week in New York, which is hectic as hell. I mean, I never wanted to do it because I never wanted to be up with the Gucci's and the Versace's and the Tom Fords, because, you know, Licious is little old mom and pop, you know, if you know what I mean. They're on a lower level.
Yeah, yeah.
So I try, you know, my first fashion week for the first time. You get to see that. Then you're going to see a lot about my Vegas show. I get offered headline in Vegas at Planet Hollywood, and you'll see the story unravel on Loves Coco, which is probably the biggest story on it. I try to open a indoor dog park / social club for Spartacus.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I have fitness products. I mean, the list goes on.
Let me ask you a question, Coco. Does Ice ever get jealous of all the attention you get from guys when they see you walk by in your clothes and, you know, with your real booty? And you know, does he get jealous? Does he ever go, hey, wait a minute?
No, never. You know what? Honestly, he likes to show me off. And, you know, I don't mind being called a trophy wife. You know how everybody says that's a bad stigma to be called a trophy wife?
Yeah.
I don't mind it whatsoever. I like to be a prize.
Wow.
Like, yes. I mean, you can't change it into it's a negative term. You have to change it to a positive, which I do with everything in my life. And so we walk down the street, and he likes to, he's like, stick it out, baby, stick it out. Show him what you got. You know, he eggs me on.
Well, as Sir Mix-a-Lot said, in the late 1980s, you can do side bends or sit-ups, but please don't lose that butt. I'm just saying. You keep it real, Coco. Thank you so much for joining us, and we wish you the best of luck with your new season, Ice Loves Coco. 12 years later, folks, they're still together. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, a fun interview, guys. I really liked your thoughts, though, about marriage. Yeah, you got to be each other's cheerleader. I like that.